Hey everybody, it's Kenneth again, and today I'm very excited because I've got the chance to see Secret Shine live in Berlin today because they are promoting their new album There's Only Now here, and it's absolutely amazing. I've got the chance to make an interview with them, and I think the whole interview is very interesting and can give you a lot of information you're looking for. So, let's go. I guess they're having sound check right now, so they won't hear me that I'm there. But I don't want to disturb them. Oh, here, look. This should be Scott, I guess. It's very funny to see them from here. Ah, and there she is, Catherine Smith. Sounds pretty great from here already. So I think I will go in now. Yeah, I'm very honored to be next to two guys of Secret Shine right now. Here's Jamie Gingell and Scott Purnell, I guess. Yeah. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to have you here in Berlin. How have you been so far? How is Germany for you?
Very good. Yeah. So it's our fourth time playing in Germany. Always very good for us. We really enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, cool. What do you think? Do you think shoegaze has a chance to go big once in the future? Maybe 10 years or so.
I guess it may do, but I'm not sure it'll be known as shoegaze. I mean, even now, if you talk to people and they ask you what kind of genre of music you do, and you say shoegaze, most people will not know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
So you don't have to say, it's very heavily effects-driven guitar music, and then they kind of get an approximation of what it is. But we never set out to make shoegaze music. I think we set out to just kind of make music based on the bands that we loved. They happened at the time to be a kind of mix of fairly heavy, and fairly effects-driven, but not all together in one band. We did what we wanted to do, and we were then sort of collectively put in that genre with those bands.
I think we probably came from a more jangly background. I think we kind of like Smith, like Jamie and I both like Smiths.
Oh yeah, I love them so.
And a lot of the C86 stuff, because I think we were born in 1771.
Yeah.
So that was our musical growing up, was during like 86, 87, 88.
What is very typical for the Secret Shine sound?
Three vocals together. Catherine's voice is very distinctive, very high.
Oh yeah.
The range is really high.
For me, it's the fusion of the stuff that we loved in the 80s, like Smiths, which was quite melodic actually. We also liked heavy music. In a way, we kind of write pop songs, but then we put this massive shoegaze filter on them. So it's a bit like it's almost like taking a photograph on an iPhone and then putting an Instagram filter on it. It's kind of it gives it that lovely.
It's a very good comparison.
That wall of sound, but we still like to retain the pop song because at the end of the day, if a song is melodic, then it's gonna work.
Bands that I've heard over the years, creating the shoegaze sound, and then forget so much about the melodies. So it's it's nice to listen to, but I think what we're trying to concentrate on that melody, the song first, and then apply that sound.
If we could play it acoustically live, which we have on occasion, do an acoustic set, and it still works.
I listened to your album this morning. There's Only Now, it's called. It's very cool. You're sounding, in my ears, exactly like you sounded 24 years before. Your songs are exactly the same songwriting, just in a very high quality sound. It's amazing.
It took us a long time to mix.
Yeah.
We recorded the album, was it 4 years ago? So the intention was to kind of mix it pretty soon afterwards and release it. You know, it got bogged down in kind of mixing out, and we went through 3 iterations of mix. Some people were saying, why has there been a 7-year gap between the last album and this one?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the reason, isn't it? And the last album we did was more produced, more studio focused.
Yeah.
There was an intent to make this more not more shoegazy, but definitely more like our live sound.
We played everything together. So maybe like that's like we used to do it in the old days.
Are there any special pedals you use that creates your special taste?
Well,
So?
I think the shoegaze sound, I mean, the essential shoegaze sound, I mean, if you look at kind of, even if you Google it, look at distortion, chorus, reverb, stroke delay, that creates the sound. And then you get bands like Slow Dive Ride, Stacks and Stuff, Margot Valentine. The pedals then they've got a kind of different sorts of reverbs, flanger, wah-wah.
Yeah.
Because we travel a lot and we have such a low budget, we try to keep everything very compact. So I basically have a distortion, a chorus, like boss distortion, boss chorus. I have an old analog delay pedal.
Okay.
And what I would like to have, if I could afford it, would be a Strongman Blue Sky pedal.
Oh yeah, because of its great quality.
Yes, exactly. But Jamie found for me a very, very low cost version of it, which basically has one good setting.
Oh, can you tell us more about that?
Behringer. Yeah, very low cost, but it kind of works. It's got one good setting.
It's the same principle. It's basically a pitch shifted reverb. I think you can concentrate too much on the sound and not enough on the songs, and it's what we were talking about earlier.
So we don't have our own sound people, technicians, so keeping it in that simple range makes it easier for us just to go on. And I think what we do now as well, we try to bring keyboards in on stage.
Catherine's playing synth in the band. Is she actually using the same synth sound as earlier, or because she's using more digital stuff like a computer on stage, a keyboard, and it sounds very modern, and I really like that. It's like you hear some mainstream synthesizers just in the shoegaze context. It's amazing. I think this is the way shoegaze should go. And so did she, do you know the name of the synth, or was this actually the idea, or was it coincidence?
No, so in the studio I tend to use a lot of the synths that are built into Logic Pro on the Mac, and actually live we use Propeller Head Reason, which is another software emulation system. So that's got a lot of amazing synths in it, and that's what Catherine uses live. We simplify it live, so we've only got, I think she only uses about 3 or 4 sounds live. In the studio we've got maybe 12 or 13 synth layers going on.
I think in shoegaze music there's a lot more synth than you actually realise. Slow Dive or Martin Valentine's saying how many synth parts there are.
This is actually...
I'm thinking, I can't hear any synths.
It's all about layering, really. It's kind of like if you do oil painting and you try to lay on everything in one layer, it's going to look a mess, and it's going to be really clumsy. If you put on sort of 25, 30 layers and build it up over time, you get the overall effect. But each piece is quite subtle, so that's the way, we use maybe 18 to 20 layers of vocals, maybe 50 tracks going on. It's tricky because
of your processor.
It's tricky on my processor, but it's tricky in the sense that you kind of need to understand what the end game is going to be, what sonically you want. Unless you know that, you're going to end up in a mess,
That's right.
you'll never get there.
If you had to sell all your equipment, all your musical equipment, for what reason ever, but you could just keep one guitar or one bass, one amp, and one pedal. Which ones will it be?
I'd probably keep my Telecaster.
All right, yeah.
Because it's so solid, it's so functional, the tonal range is so dynamic but non-fussy.
Yeah.
And I'd hate to see that guitar go. It's been with me on 8 or 9 different tours, and it's solid and it's always performed.
Well, I've got a Rickenbacker which I play, and I think maybe in the studio I could get away with any kind of bass, you know, maybe just a regular Fender Precision, but live with our sound, you know, the Rickenbacker cuts through, punches through, because it's famous for having that sort of, you know, high tension sort of string sound.
Good mids.
Yeah, and it kind of I kind of play it almost like a sort of rhythmic sequencer, really, on stage, in the sense that I tend to keep very steady kind of rhythms rather than do fancy kind of bass work, because it would get lost really in that sound, and let the guitars do the intricate stuff.
Is there any special amp you love? Something you can recommend to our viewers?
Ampegs are nice because they've got a lot of body and they, you know, again they punch through. Yeah, I think I'd probably go with that. Okay. You know, if I was given a choice live and they said what amp do you want, I usually go with an Ampeg.
Ampeg, you can't do anything wrong with it.
No, no, absolutely.
And you, what's your
I
amp?
used to have a Fender DeVille, which was beautiful.
In the studio, you know, with the bass, I tend to use an LA2A compressor, which is the magic ingredient, really.
This is very interesting.
Because it's an analog, like a classic analog compressor.
Yep.
And it just punches through
it just,
the mix.
Which is important,
Yeah, it just gets muddy otherwise if you don't.
Is, last but not least, any pedal for you that you would take with you?
Well, I don't think you can go wrong with like the Boss.
Okay.
Just, is it D1? Boss D1? Distortion?
Okay. D1 distortion?
Yeah, is it D1? God. I think so.
D1, alright.
The basic Boss.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so perfect, the sound. It's solid and it's kind of just know exactly what you get in 3 dials. I tried so many distortions, all the kind of, you know.
A Rat, have you?
Rat, yeah.
Electro harmonics.
And Big Muffs, you've tried.
Yeah.
A lot of them are too soft and a lot of them are too harsh.
Yeah.
So you've right.
Yeah, so the Boss distortion, it's very measured. You turn the dial up a little bit and it gives you a bit more. Down. You know, it's very reactive.
So you can hear all the strings, not like some fuzz sounds where everything's getting massed and just like.
So like, if you have a Rat or something, you turn it on, it's like and then horrible noise, and then turn it off, and it's too much of a jump. Whereas the Boss is smooth.
Yeah.
The distortion needs to be smooth rather than harsh.
Thank you for the interview.
Cool.
It's a lollipop,
Thank you.
something very shoegaze, you know, candy. It's all about candy in the end. Unfortunately, it has broken a bit because my day was very long, and
No worries.
I stumbled through it a bit. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm very looking forward to your concert.
Okay, good.
Yeah, too.
Have fun. Have fun tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you for the interview.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Catherine Smith from Secret Shine. Oh no, Dee's just walked by, sorry.
No problem.
Okay. And I'm just going to say to you, please subscribe to the Shoegazer channel.